to the Matrix. Of course. Of course. Hold on. Damn it. They really wanted to mess up. Alright, we'll fix it. Ah, dog it, man. Hold on, guys. All right. Let's try this again. The one time I didn't want to do a long intro. This is what we get. We don't even get our lights on. All right, we're going to cut all this out. All right. Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix. You are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis, as of course, the top story.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Assassinated. Shot in the ear. And in my opinion, this marks the official start of the bull run. Okay? This marks the real deal start of the bull run. Alright, this is a big deal. This was ritualized. The shooter was killed, as well as there was somebody in the stands that was killed as well. And we're going to talk about this. We went pretty thoroughly on the charts and the TA, and we're going to get into that on about how... Okay, we got to move this a little bit. These narratives will just show up out of nowhere. These narratives will just show up out of nowhere. My spring theory, we're going to talk about that again, has been confirmed. Okay? So he was killed. There was somebody else in the stands that was killed. Obviously, thoughts and prayers for their family. And that being said, this was 100% a ritual. 100% a ritual. Okay? Now, this is the crazy thing too. The Trump shooter is in a BlackRock commercial.
My name is Brian DeLallo. I teach AP and Honors Economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There he was.
Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
So when I say that this is 100%,
I hope when I retire someday, they say, you know, that guy made this place a special place to come to.
There he is. And is 100% starting the bull market. This is a fact. All right? When we went over the charts and we went over the TA, and when we said, what did we say? We just had this video right here. We're going to watch this video right here. This is a bear trap in Cleveland. As last week I called this out at 53K that this was one of the biggest bear traps in recent memory. We have not had a single candle lower since I made that video. We have all kinds of signs pointing that this is a bear trap, including this. I gave all of my reasons. We flash red on the RSI. We've only done that about 9. Okay? And I said that narratives, I didn't predict that this was going to happen, right? I didn't say what the narrative was going to be. But when we look at the charts, when we look at the TA, the narratives will have a way of showing up out of nowhere as they're supposed to be. Okay? This was my theory. We went over this pretty heavily. This is the spring in Wyckoff. And I said, it is always the absolute scariest at the bottom. It is always the absolute scariest at the bottom. Okay? This is your selling climax. This is your secondary test in phase B. This is your spring. When we look at textbook, literal textbook Wyckoff accumulation, that's exactly how it has. You have your selling climax, your secondary test in phase B goes a little bit lower, and then you have your spring. Okay? Now, here's what this assassination guarantees, or assassination attempt guarantees. Guarantee number one is Donald J. Trump just won the 2024 election. This is what happened the last time that there was a failed assassination attempt. So that is guarantee number one. He just locked up the 2024 election. Guarantee number two is the bull run has officially started. Bona fide. Guaranteed. Now that doesn't mean that tomorrow we're going off into a new all-time high. That's not what that means. But what it means is we have officially shifted into the bull run energy. Okay? Here, obviously, the last time that happened was with the 1980 United States presidential election. It says screen is black. Yeah, I should have fixed it, though. Yeah, we should be good now. I'll have to edit it out. Thanks for the Tiny Diney and the Let 'em Cook, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Says Dan, bro, your beard's really coming in. Thanks, fam. Thanks, fam. And this is, what do we get? Did we get a little, we got the U.S. elections things. Whatever. It's all good. Okay. Also, this is how you know the bull run is starting. Mainly because the charts tell us that, right? Show me the charts, I will tell you the news. The absolute scariest at the bottom. And we're going to go heavy into the charts on Bitcoin. But I said everything all at once, everything everywhere all at once, the narratives will just magically show up. You literally cannot script this stuff any better. But Trump says he will still attend and speak at the Bitcoin conference later this month. Okay? And obviously they're saying 70% chance. I'm telling you 100% chance. 100% chance. Okay, so pretty crazy stuff going on. Also, while all this is going on, CZ quietly has gotten out of prison. CZ has quietly gotten out of prison, and the markets are absolutely loving everything that they're seeing. Okay? So let's do a quick when XRP lawsuit going away. When Bitcoin gets above $80,000, everything, all of the narratives are going to show up all at the same time. Okay? The XRP lawsuit will be solved magically. The Solana ETFs are going to be getting approved. The Ethereum ETFs are going to be doing awesome, magical, all of that. Everything all together, all at once, you will see. It is always scariest at the bottom. It will never, ever feel good to buy at the bottom. We have quietly overlooked the passing of Richard Simmons. Yep, Reagan, that's who I was talking about, yes. Screen's black. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. A lot of crack smoking here. From who? So we won't go any lower? No. And I put this out at 53,000. I put a video out explaining why. Quickly, let's recap all of that. Somebody, Legendary, thanks for becoming a member, fam. I appreciate you. So let's recap the charts of what we were talking about over a week ago when Bitcoin was literally at $53,000. Okay? Literally at the $53,000 mark is when I made this video. Okay, and I had this theory that this was accumulation. Accumulation is what marks the bottom. Okay, it's what exactly how you measure what the bottom is. Okay, so you have, and the tricky part of it about accumulation is textbook it has you going on a downtrend. So the trend people will be like, ah, we're on a downtrend, so we're going to keep going down, right? So that's what the trend people will say. It's like, ah, we're on a downtrend, we're just going to keep going down. But when you look at the literal textbook of accumulation, that's exactly what it shows you. Your selling climax, your secondary test in phase B goes lower than your selling climax, and your spring goes even lower than that. Then you get your sign of strength and you go into phase E. Phase E is what we know as a bull market, or in Wyckoff, they call it the mark up. I just got restricted on TikTok. You love to see it. Okay. Has the bull run started, Ski? Yes, it has. The bull run has officially started. Bet money then. Bet money. Says, I bet we see 47K. Bet money. Bet money. Because I'm going to tell you exactly why we are not. Okay? We're going to go real deep into this. So, number one, Wyckoff accumulation. Wyckoff is the most truth out of any way of measuring the market, in my personal opinion. So we are getting clear Wyckoff accumulation. Your selling climax, your secondary test in phase B, and your spring. You're having a downtrend. The TA people are like, oh, this shows it's going to keep going lower. But that's literally how textbook Wyckoff, aka the bottom, is. It's literally textbook. This measures how a bottom comes in. Okay? Now, that's point number one. Point number two. We flashed red on the daily RSI. We have not done this since the war in Israel kicked off. And every single time we've done this about 9 times over the last 5 years or so. And I have them all marked right here. We've done this about 9 times. Every single time we did this, it was a local bottom on the day. 8 out of 9 times it was a local bottom on the day. And there was one outlier, which was the war in Israel. And we'll zoom in and we'll show you that. This was the only outlier. The RSI flashed red. It started moving up. And we went 1% lower over the course of 2 weeks. We went 1% lower over the course of 2 weeks. 21 days, 3 weeks. Over the course of 3 weeks, we went 1% lower before then reversing. So every single time it marks the start of a local bottom, and 8 out of 9 times it was literally on the day. So that's point number 2 as to why I believe the bottom was in. Point number 3 was the fear and greed got all the way to 25. Where is my fear and greed index? I don't know where it went. The fear and greed got all the way. Here it is. My screen's broken. I can't see some stuff. The fear and greed got all the way to 25. I haven't even refreshed it since before the shooting happened. So I'm going to refresh this, and this is going to be 33. 25, though, we have not been at 25 since FTX went to 0. AKA also literally the best time you could have bought Bitcoin. All right, so I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to refresh this right now. We're going to refresh it. Okay, it still has it. That's not correct. I know it's 31, so I don't know why it's not refreshing, but it's 31 right now. And when we look at the, let me try to get a different one because this one's being wonky. But that's cool that I can see that. There you go, 33. So now, just 1 day later, we're at 33. Yesterday, we were in extreme fear. Now we're only in fear. Now, let's look at this. Let me show you. We were not that low since the FTX collapse, aka the best time you could have possibly bought Bitcoin. You could have possibly bought Bitcoin. All right? Now, a lot of times when I'm measuring the markets, a lot of times, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of times when I'm looking at Bitcoin, most times I'm like, we'll see what it wants to do here. We'll see what it wants to do. You'll hear me utter these phrases many, many times. We'll see what Bitcoin wants to do here. There are moments when I get extreme high conviction. I had extreme high conviction at the Luna collapse. I had extreme high conviction at the FTX collapse. When the Silicon Valley Bank went to zero, I had extreme high conviction. And when the war in Israel kicked off, I had extreme high conviction. I have not had extreme high conviction since the war in Israel kicked off. Most of the times I'm like, we'll see what it wants to do. We'll see what it wants to do. I do not feel that way anymore. Not even a little bit. Bitcoin 61K. Yeah, right now we're at 60,900. I'm telling you, this ritual is literally kicking off the bull run. Now, that doesn't mean tomorrow we're going to Lambos and rocket ships. That's not what it means, but it means that we're entering into the next phase. This energy is now into the next phase. Bitcoin conference is in 2 weeks. Trump is going to be there. CZ just got out. The Solana ETF is ready to be approved. Everything all together, all at once. The narratives will magically show up as needed. Everything together, all at once. Stage to enforce. New account. No, this isn't a new account. This is a backup account. So yeah, Bitcoin sale is over. Just hit 61K. Yeah, 100%. 100%. By the way, if you guys were DCAing through all that boredom, through all that fear, because I know you guys felt it. I know you felt the squeamishness. I know you felt the, are you sure? I know you felt it, right? If you made it through all that and you're still here, guess what? You made it, son. I'm proud of you. Rational target factoring 75%. The average decline from the bull run. My Bitcoin bull run target is 138 is my medium case scenario, and my bull case scenario is 207. Those are my scenarios. If Trump still shows at Bitcoin conference, it's reported that he will. So we already went over that a little bit. It is reported that, where is it? Donald Trump will still attend and speak at the Bitcoin conference later this month following yesterday's assassination attempt, according to, this is coming from the Watcher Guru. So according from the Watcher Guru, which typically is pretty accurate as far as with news, he will still be there. He will still be there. How much do you have in Bitcoin? I have a lot of Bitcoin. I'm interested. I'm invested heavily. Bitminers, Iran, Wolf, AIOZ price prediction. Cali XT, thanks for the lightning. Irish Dano, thanks for the sneaky gnome, you savages. I appreciate you guys.
Cream rise to the top.
We pumping right now. Can't watch too much at the gym and got work, but we're looking good. Yeah, we're looking really, really, really good. The markets are loving this. This to me was a ritual that has signified firmly that we are entering into the next phase of the market. That we are entering into the next phase of the market. That is exactly, we are in a historical economy. Bro, listen, I am sick of hearing about the economy stuff. Like, here's the deal. All right, here's the deal about the economy. You want to talk about the economy? Let's talk about the economy. In 2022, I know that they changed the definition of what a recession was, actually, right? So before 2021, the economic definition of what a recession is 2 consecutive GDP quarters at a loss. That is what we had. And then they changed the definition. It's like, well, economists have many definitions on what a recession is. So it was no longer a recession. How to avoid a recession? Just change the definition. You're good to go. That's all you need to do. So check it out. We're not feeling that anymore. We're not experiencing that anymore. You're not going to get a recession and then 2 years later get one again. That's not how things work. Secondly, we have hundreds of years of data for this. We have hundreds of years of data. People think that price equals economy. That is not true. Price is correlated sometimes, but there have been many recessions. They happen about every 7 years. About every 7 years, we have a recession, right? And when we look on the Dow Jones, you have 100 years of data that you can pull from. All you need to do is look at a recession and see what the Dow Jones is doing. Spoiler alert, half the time it went up when we were during a recession, half the time it crashed. Correlation does not equal causation. Price equals supply and demand. Nothing more, nothing less. That is it. We will still, I enjoy your content, but I think 47K, bud. You are entitled to your opinion. I could not disagree more. I could not disagree more. Could not disagree more. But that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. I outlined why I think that the supporting data to support my case as to what I believe. I do not bat 1,000, but I have not had this high of a conviction on my targets since the war in Israel kicked off. Land Loaf on Soul, how's it looking? To me, it's still in distribution. AVAX price targets. All right, let's look at AVAX. I like AVAX. To me, it's a solid 8x play from here, especially for blue chips. You'll love to see that. So listen, guys, if you made it through that, congratulations. If you didn't, I would say to DCA. And this is the chart you want to be looking for. It doesn't matter what the chart is. This is the chart you want to be looking for. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. This is your best ROI opportunity when you factor in opportunity costs, meaning how long do you need to be holding this coin before you are in the green, right? So my price target for AVAX is, I got this on market cap. We'll do ROI percentages. Price discovery is about a 4x. Parabolic, you're looking at about a 9 to 10x. Bro, price prediction for Anchor. Big D, thank you for the lightning, the confetti, the tiny diny, the ice cream, the tiny diny, the ice cream, and the lightning. You savage. I appreciate you.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Cardano, I like Cardano too. Cardano has the exact same chart as this, the exact same chart as AVAX. To me, this is the chart that I'm looking for. I am agnostic on what the project is. I am agnostic as to what project I am investing in. I'm looking for this chart right here, which we are showing on the screen. And it comes in many shapes and forms and sizes, such as ADA has the exact same chart, such as Dent has the exact same chart, such as ICP has the exact same chart. I am agnostic as to what the project is. I just need to know, is the inflation good? Meaning, are they dumping supply on your head? And B, does it look like this chart? Is it a real chart? Fear Crypto says, can ETH 3x from here in IYO? Are you saying end of year? Or in my opinion? Okay. Yeah. So what is Ethereum at right now? So my target is 7,000 is my conservative target, and my bull case is about 12, 15,000. So a 3x would be about 9,000, 10,000. So yeah, I think it could 3x from here. Now, I will say about Ethereum though, this is my opinion on Ethereum. To me, this bull run right here is Ethereum's last hurrah. Ethereum is like 1990s basketball, right? It's 90s basketball. It's very nostalgic. It was the first mover. It was the first icon. In our head, it's the glory days, right? But for fun, I watched an entire 1987 basketball game with my father-in-law, not the highlights, the whole 1 hour and 30-minute game, right? And It was some of the best comedy I have ever seen. It's like watching a 1970s horror movie, unironically hilarious. That is what Ethereum is. And we done with the 90s. Ethereum to 2022. Do you think Solana can 2x from here? Solana can not only 2x from here, Solana can 100x from here. Filecoin. Okay, Filecoin is an example of a good chart with terrible tokenomics. A good chart with terrible inflation. Okay? Filecoin has terrible inflation. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And here's the deal, guys. When you're looking to invest into a project, price equals supply plus demand. That is it. That's all that it will ever be. It doesn't matter if Santa Claus or Jesus founded the coin. I don't care. Price equals supply plus demand. That's it. Okay. So when we look at like a coin like Filecoin, which I already have it up. Whoops. I did have it up. When we look at a coin like Filecoin, the supply is more than the demand. Because when we look at the maximum supply, what you'll notice is there is no maximum supply. Okay? There is no maximum supply. It doesn't matter what you think. Okay? So when we click on all on price, this is an experiment that I like to do, or an easy way, a beginner-friendly way of looking at a project and seeing, are they dumping supply on my head? Okay, this is how you can tell. Go to CoinMarketCap. Type in whatever project you want to look at. It'll start you at 1 day. Go to 1 day. Click on all. Then look at the price. Take a mental note of what this chart looks like. You don't need to be a chart expert. You just need to be in the right flavor. All you need to see is, do these look similar? Okay, so we're going to click on price, and now we're going to click on all, or market cap, excuse me. And what you'll notice is they're not similar. In fact, they are egregiously not similar. And when we look at the more in depth, and again, you don't need to be an expert at charts. You don't need to be a nerd like me at charts. You can just look at that right there, and you can see with your eyes that they're different. So I'm going to show you. So let's line these up on top of each other because it'll be more clear like that. Okay. So okay, here we go. So on the top, we have Filecoin's market cap. And what the market cap means is the amount of dollars that are invested in a project, right? And on the bottom, we have Filecoin's price. These two charts should be the same, but I'm about to show you how they're not the same. Okay? Because when I pull a Fibonacci, you don't need to be an expert at this. All you need to know is this red line right here is called the 236. It is the same structure and they should be at the same level, but they're not. So right now, from right here to the top of the 236, let's measure the market cap on Filecoin. Okay, when we measure the market cap on Filecoin to the top, it's 56% to get to the 236. Okay, now let's look at price. It should also be 56%, or at least like close. Like if it's 69%, fine, I'm okay with that. But let's see how far the price needs to go to get to the same level. It needs to do a 10x. Okay, just to catch up. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. So that means they have dumped 9.5x extra supply on your head. You guys have to be checking out the market cap. You have to be looking at market cap constantly. Nearly 200 views on TikTok. Let's go. Lisk. Can you do Lisk? Who said no, all trash bears can get wrecked. We up? Yeah. Eli says 53 was the bottom. It's obvious fear and greed was 25. RSI was zeroed out. Everyone was freaking out. Everyone was saying the bull run was over. Going to 40K. Next stop, 80K. Couldn't agree more, Eli. Couldn't agree more, Eli. And Eli is an OG. He was here when FTX went to zero. So He has a recollection of how these type of things feel like. And my biggest piece of advice to you is on how you can navigate these scary situations is get you a notebook. Get a notebook and write stuff down, okay? Here's an easy thing you can do. Write down the date, write down the price of Bitcoin, write down the fear and greed, write down how you feel about it. Like, do I want to buy? Do I want to sell? Right? And then maybe write down some big news events. If you do that over the course of a year, you will become calloused to these scary moments. You will become callous to it, which is exactly what you want. Ondo, I'm up 5K. VET, I like VET. VET and Crow from Otis Gray. Crow, VET, those have the charts that I'm looking for. Again, this is the chart that I'm looking for right here. AVAX is the example, or Link is the example. VET has the same chart. So does Sonic. So does ADA. So does Crow. They all have the same chart. My price prediction for VET is about just to retracement, which again, and okay, let me explain what I mean by retracement, okay? So you have 3 points to measure from. So you have the absolute top, and you would picture this like a cliff, okay? And this is the cliff, okay? This ball is going to fall off of a cliff, right? And it's going to hit the bottom. This is point number 2. And then the retracement lies somewhere between the 0.5, 50%, and the 702, 70%. Everything that is not broken, aka like Luna Classic, when I say broken, I'm not talking about the project sucks. I mean like the project was actually exploited to a level that it cannot recover, such as Luna Classic is a good example of a project being broken, right? Or inflation could break a project, right? Everything that is not broken is going to go here. Everything, at least to the 0.5. Some of them will go to the 702. For VET, that is a 5.5x. If you get that in the stock market, you are crushing the game. It will take you 50 years to get that same type of return. That's your entire working career. VET is going to do that in about a year. My price discovery is 44 cents, and it could go as high as 97 cents. I'm down 25K. Continue to DCA, my friend. Is it possible for Bitcoin to dump so I can grab liquidity? Anything is possible, and there will always be pullbacks, right? Nothing goes up in a straight line. Nothing comes down in a straight line, right? So there's always going to be pullbacks. But if you're asking me if I think it's going lower than 53K, I do not. I am very confident about that. I have not been as confident about a particular price as I am right now. Everything went down 30 to 50%. Everything also went up a 5x. So being down 50% is a price to pay. Okay, this is how I explain it to people all the time. Nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost in life, okay? So cryptocurrency is where a lot of people make their riches, and you hear a lot about 5x, 10x, 100x, 1000x, right? So there is a cost to pay for a 10 or a 20x. What is that cost? The cost is volatility, and the cost is 50% drops. That's a part of the game, okay? That's why you need to get a journal. That's why you got a DCA. That's why you got to try to get better, try to work on your craft. But if you want a 10x, you have to be willing to have a 50% drop. That's part of the game. Using leverage. You almost don't even need to use leverage in crypto because it's so volatile. It's so volatile, you almost don't even need to use leverage. Or you could definitely go lower. 53, then 47. Maybe. Mike, thanks for the hearts. Or excuse me, the roses. D Fetch, thanks for the heart. Cutting Edge, thanks for the heart. Mike, thanks for the tiny diny. Caesar, thanks for the let 'em cook. Big D, thanks for the lightning. You savages.
But the cream
I appreciate y'all.
rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Make sure I didn't miss nobody on. Nope. Okay. Can you explain the Solnic chart? Solnic has the exact same chart as LCX. So to explain Solnic chart, let's look at LCX. Okay. And by the way, this is the first time I felt about LCX that it's an extreme buy. So you have your markdown phase, and let's look at textbook Wyckoff. Wyckoff measures the bottom and the top. All Wyckoff is it measures the psychology of investing, okay? So you have your markdown phase. We call that a bear market, right? So let's look at LCX. You have your markdown phase. You call that a bear market. Accumulation, that's the boring bottom. You have your sign of strength, and then your back test of the prior range. That is exactly how it happens in textbook. The sign of strength tells you that the bottom is done. And then the back test of the prior range is the supply, the demand checking one more time. Is there any more supply available? This is the very best ROI is your spring. The very second best is your back test of the prior range, especially when you factor in opportunity cost. After that's done, you chop for a little bit, and then you start the next phase, which is what we call the bull run. Okay, now this is what LCX is doing. Let's look at Solnic. This is exactly what Solnic is doing. 1.71. We have officially so it's the same chart. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm a little bit too zoomed in. So again, you have your markdown phase, you have your accumulation, your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range. Within that, we were doing accumulation. Within accumulation, this was our spring, and now we have taken out the critical level, which I said we need to take out, which was right here. We are now higher than that, and we are now printing higher lows and higher highs. The next phase is the markup phase, which will take Solnic easily to about $25 million market cap. Easy. What's the highest ROI mid-cap blue chips play? LCX. VET. What's the play about this? I haven't looked at this chart today. But to me, it was in accumulation as well. Up 11% today at 51K. It might be working on its sign of strength as well. Yeah, it just took out. So it just took this out. So yeah, this looks pretty damn good too. This might have been the accumulation, your sign of strength, your back test. So it could be starting it as well. But this is a Pendle, Arrow, Ponky, ADA. I like ADA. $6 to $8 is my target for that. What platform do you use as far as what? How long do we have to stay at 60K for it to be support? Well, brother, we've been here for, it's already support, okay? Because we've been here for so long. And my theory on it is we're pumping as this live stream is going. So we had all this time trading at 60K. We had all this time trading at 60K. My theory is once we get out of here, we're going to start the real deal bull market. And not only are we not going below 53K, in my opinion, once we get out of here and go to the real deal, actual factual bull market, in my opinion, Bitcoin is going to go somewhere between 138K is my medium target, 207,000 is my bull target. Okay? The next bear market, in my opinion, is going to be caught right here. We were trading for 5 months in this range, plus we have all of this trading back here. In my opinion, this is our next support level for when we actually break out of here. The bull flag is real. I agree. This is a bull flag. This is a bull flag. I'm not a huge patterns guy, but this is a pretty damn clean bull flag if I've ever seen. And we even found support at the bottom. All we got to do is break out of here. I said we need to take out 63K. That's the crucial level, and that will start the next phase. ADA will skyrocket soon. Everything, all everywhere, all at once. $68 for ADA. Yeah. Could you explain when a coin is renounced or not renounced? What do you mean? Elaborate on your question a little bit, please. Trading crypto, I use a lot of them. I use MEXC, I use BingX, I've been using BitUnex a lot lately. I've used Margex. I used a lot of them. No, not $68, Matt. $628. $628. And it's Alex, thank you for the community fest, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top.
Webb says,
oh,
can you explain how you DCA out, say VET? Do you start taking money out when you want to 2x? Okay, I have a couple rules for this. Okay, so I think the question you're asking me is, explain my process on how I take profit in a DCA manner. I think that's the question you're asking me. So the process that I take to take profit in a DCA manner is I have a couple of rules. Rule number 1 is every 1x I do, I take 10%. And I do that, 10% of the total. I do that until I recoup my entire initial investment. Once I have my entire initial investment, I swing for the fences. And every day that we get above the 1618, I DCA a little bit each day, about 20% of my total. The 2618, the same thing, 20% of total. The 3618, 20% of total. That's my general strategy. Obviously, there's different circumstances, but that's my general strategy of what I do. I DCA in when it's scary. I DCA it out. That's it. Do dot, please. Algo, XRP, or XLM. Out of those, XRP has the best tokenomics, meaning the inflation is the most true as what it's supposed to be. I would pick XRP out of those 3. Panka, thank you for, and I'm sorry, am I saying your name right, bro? Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you, fam.
But the cream
Right now we're looking at
rise to the
Bitcoin.
top. Oh, yeah.
We're looking at Bitcoin. I'm not a huge patterns guy, but this is a clear bull flag. We're pumping right now. I made the video at 53K. I said that this was the bottom. I said it was accumulation. We flashed red on the RSI. We've only done this 9 other times over the past 5 years. Every single time that we did it, it was either a local bottom on the day. 8 out of 9 times it was the local bottom on the day. The only exception was right here. Right here with the war in Israel, we went 1% lower over the course of 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, excuse me. Caspa, Solnick and Dis, fire. Pakna. Okay, I got you, fam. Can you please check Biz on Sol? We migrated from base. Did you migrate or did you bridge? Is it like a V2 or are you on both of them? What is it? Biz. $48K. Yeah, not really a ton of data for this. I mean, this might be your sign of strength. I know that you guys are behind it. Pretty good team, but there's not really enough data for me to give you TA for it. Why can't I sell my Solnick? You can sell your Solnick. People sell all the time, bro. What are you talking about? People sell every day. People buy and sell every single day. If you're having issues, check. You probably don't have any. You either A, it won't let me on Coinbase Wallet. Well, send it away, bro. Send it to. So I don't use Coinbase Wallet, so I can't speak on Coinbase Wallet. Send it to Soulflare. Send it to Phantom. Send it to Exodus. I don't know. But you need to make sure you have Solana. If you don't have Solana, the transaction's not going to go through. If you don't have, if the demand is high, you need to make sure that your slippage is high as well. Yeah, people literally sell every day, bro. Look, I'll show you. $21 sell, $180 sell, $20 sell, $1,300 sell. Yeah, people sell every day. People buy and sell every day. It's part of the game. What do you think about Dot? Dot to me has stop it. Stop what? Stop what, bro? I like Dot. Dot to me has the same exact chart that I'm looking for. It has the accumulation. Oh yeah. I mean, they can if they want. They can if they want. I don't recommend it. If you had someone coming to you for suggestions, what top 5 coins would you recommend with 10K? Okay. I like this question. Give me a market cap. Like, the answer to that question is like, it depends. It depends on someone's risk tolerance. It depends on their time horizon. Like, how long are they going to be invested into the market? It depends on how long they're willing to hold it. It depends on, are they looking for like boom bust, or are they looking for the highest like upside potential with the downside risk? So let's be a little bit more specific, and I'll be happy to go deep on that. I like that question though. Duke. Oh, I gotta pull up. You know, I just realized I don't have cheap XRP. Sorry, I forgot to pull up this chat. Hold on, guys. I forgot to pull up the Twitch chat. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm sorry. If you're not watching on Twitch, make sure you follow me on Twitch. All right, let's go back to Patreon. Green. All right. What AI coins do you recommend? Listen, AI to me is such a buzzword. It's such a buzzword. Most of the coins that I look at, it's like they just slap the name on there. And it's like, oh, it's AI because we said it's AI. But there are a couple that I would say that have the potential to actually be AI or do what they say they're trying to do, right? And those two I would say are Dynex, DNX, Delta November X-Ray, and Flux. Dynex and Flux are the only two that have the actual computational power required to actually do something cool. Thanks for the GGs and the lightning, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Let's say someone that wants to turn 10K into 100K in the next 12 months. Okay, I would say like, all right, so 5 coins, last dump. All right, so the question is 5 coins to invest $10,000 into the market. How would I play this if I want to play it over the next 12 months and I want to turn that into a 10x? I would say VET, LCX, Flux, Let me think about this. ADA. Let me think about. I would say I'll give you 6. I'm gonna say Link, and then Sonic is your home run play. You could throw Rose in there. I would recommend if I had 10K to start right now though, I would DCA. So I would take 1,000 per week and I would pick about 5 or 10 coins and I would invest it like that. I wouldn't just ape in. All right, VET, not VT. Sonic Flux, VET, ADA, XRP, yeah. Sonic's the Grand Slam play. Doge, I mean, it's fine. Doge is like a major market cap, and I don't know that that narrative is going to come back around. You know what I mean? Like, that's a major market cap. I don't know that that narrative is going to roll back around. All right, let's look at has the bull run started? The bull run has officially started, in my opinion. It has officially started, in my opinion. And a week ago, I made a video explaining right here at 53K. Video evidence. The video is still up. You can go look at it. It was 1 week ago. It's titled Bear Trap or something along those lines. And I outlined all of the reasons why I thought that this was a ginormous bear trap. And reason number 1 is the RSI flashed red. We have not done that since the war in Israel kicked off. We've done that about 9 times over the past 5 years. Every time that we did that, it was a local bottom. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, that I said it was a bear trap. And what a bear trap is, if you don't know, it's like it's a crossover. It's an Allen Iverson crossover. It's a Barry Sanders juke to make people think that it's going to go lower when it's going to go higher. That's what a bear trap is. Okay. Reason number 2, the fear and greed got all the way down to 25. We have not been at 25 since FTX went to 0. The last time that we got to 25 in extreme fear, like the old adage, when others are fearful, you should be greedy. This is extreme fear, not a little fear, not some fear, not kind of fear, extreme fear. We were not in this much fear since FTX went to 0, aka the best time that you could have bought Bitcoin. Now, when I was making all this TA, what I said was, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. I said that there would be narratives that would come out of nowhere. Like the movie, everything, everywhere, all at once. That's what we would have seen. Everything, everywhere, all at once. And then, now, I'm not going to be like, oh, I predicted that this was going to happen, right? As far as the Trump shooting, that's not what I predicted. But, or did I think it was going to happen literally the next day? But we did have this ritualistic event. To me, this firmly signals 2 things. Signal number 1 is A, my spring theory and Wyckoff was correct. The bull market has officially started. And B, Mr. Orange Man has officially won the 2024 election. The last time that there was an assassination attempt, this is what the map looked like. This is what the map looked like. Calvin is here. I doubt that Calvin is here. Listen, if Calvin is really here, he's not going to message you. If a Calvin Hill messages you, it's a scammer. If a your boy Ski messages you, it's a scammer. If a Crypto Mason messages you, it's a scammer. Roost chart. All right, let's look at Roost. Nobody messages me. Let's look at Roost. Yeah, be careful, guys. I watch Calvin Hill all the time. What do you think of his TA? I don't. Here. CR says, I watch Calvin Hill all the time. What do you think of his TA? Answer, I don't. I don't think about anyone else's TA. There's a couple people that I respect their work, but if I'm being honest, and I do this very intentionally, and this is not an ego thing, I don't watch other crypto creators. Not even a little bit. The reason why is because I want my own unfiltered, unbiased opinion. I don't want to be swayed by anyone. I want to have my own intuition. I want to be listening to my own voices. I want to be seeing my own charts, my own TA. I don't want to be swayed. So my thoughts on Calvin Hill, I don't have any thoughts. I don't think about Calvin Hill. I don't think about other men. They're not in my head. But I know he was here. He was here in the bear market. So that's a good indicator. Like if someone was not here in the bear market making videos about crypto, probably not someone you want to listen to. My dude has voices in his head. You better believe it. Nice to catch a live. LFG, let's go. You deserve a Macho Man sound. There we
The
go.
cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
You have your own strategy. That's right. And I don't want to be... Listen, there are people that I respect in this space. Like I'll say, like I respect that he was here in the bear market. I know that he was here in the bear market making videos, going live. I respect it. But if I'm saying like, have I ever sat and watched any of his content? I haven't. I've watched 0 videos. Because here's the deal. It takes a lot of time to really do this like well. So I don't have time to be like watching people's stuff. How is Roos? All right, let's look at Roos. Shiba, I like Shiba's charts. They look pretty good. I think it'll probably do a 5 to 10x from here. Bull run started today, 100%. That doesn't mean that we're going to go Lambos and rocket ships, but what that does mean is we have, in my opinion, we have officially shifted into the energy. Okay, yeah. So my thoughts on Rooster are this is accumulation here, and it's going to be boring and choppy for a little bit. Next leg up will take you to about 15 cents. Can you explain why ACA has such a high ROI potential? Because of the Fibonacci. Do you have any securities license? No. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. I like your energy, Ski. Thank you. I am not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. These are just my opinions. You do with the information what you will. Here's the deal. If someone ever gives you, this is like the crazy thing. If someone ever gives you a tip, not me, but anyone, like if your friend gives you a tip, if your boy, if you get a tip from a Discord, wherever, and someone says buy X coin, you buy X coin, and then X coin goes up even 5%. If it goes up 5%, the burden of responsibility has now shifted from your friend or wherever you got this tip from to you. If at any point you get a tip, it goes up, it's now on you. You have to be a big boy or a big girl and take responsibility. If it goes up 100% and you didn't take profit and then it crashes and you lose money, that's not on your boy. That's on you. That was a good one. Did you guys hear that one? Make sure I didn't miss no comments on the other TikTok. Mark, thanks for the lightning. You savage. Now to see if the educated gambles, straight gambles, are going to pay off. Question mark. What's your question? So the bull run started. Yes, in my opinion. In my opinion, I've outlined many reasons why as to why I think this. I have many reasons why I think this. Do you think ICP will hit $40? I do think ICP will hit $40. Can we do a number or a name, that movie giveaway? Yeah. Let's get it to 20,000 likes and we'll do that. Why skip over my question? My brother in Christ. There's 130 people on this TikTok. There is 11 people on my other TikTok. There are, I don't know how many people on Twitch, and I don't know how many people on YouTube. I'm not skipping anyone's questions. What can do at least a 20 to 30x? Solnic, Flux, Ergo, Sauce, NXRA. You are. I'm not. That's the second time I read your question. Can you do Lisk or Polkadot? Yeah. We just went through accumulation phase. Next leg up. I agree. I agree. This is a clean bull flag to me. Jasmy top. Yeah, I don't like Jasmy. Jasmy's inflation is too high. Caspa, I think, will do about 55 cents. What's the most important thing you hope to learn in the cinema classes? Storytelling, videography, and cinematography. I feel like I've been successful in crypto content creation, not because of I'm an awesome filmmaker or I'm an awesome storyteller, but because I'm consistent and I work really hard. But I would like to get some traction to that and just really upgrade my content so that I can bring you guys the best possible product. Link target $80 to $180. Everyone bullish. Nothing like price to change sentiment. LCX $1 to $2.33. What's going to happen when Powell cut rates in September? He might. We cut rates on the 2017 bull run. Best broker to buy Flux, Sonic. I don't. Okay, so it's Solnic, SOLNIC, not Sonic. You can buy Solnic on SetoX, Phantom Wallet, Soulflare Wallet, Crypto.com Wallet. You can use the decentralized exchange known as Jupiter. You can use the decentralized exchange known as Radium. As far as Flux, probably Uphold is the easiest broker to get it on. I don't know if you can get it on Coinbase, but I know you can get it on Uphold. You can get it on a lot of Mexi, a lot of those other ones. ICP is my biggest bag. I like ICP's chart. Good day, mate. Can we please look at prediction for scale? Thanks for the team bracelet, you savage.
But the cream rises to the top.
LCX
Oh,
to me is
yeah.
an extreme buy right now. I have not felt bullish about LCX since January. This is the first time I felt truly bullish on LCX. Casper, I don't like the charts on Casper. Cello, 2025 for Caspa. You think 589 is really possible for Solnic, or is that more of a joke? No, I absolutely think it's possible. Here is my low-end target for Solnic is $100 million market cap. That's about 10 cents per coin. That's my low case scenario. My medium case scenario is $1 billion market cap. That's about $1 per coin. And my bull case is $5.89. That's about 5.7-ish billion dollar market cap. So the question is, do I think that we can get Solnic to $5 billion market cap? Yes, I do. It's not even like it. It's the only meme coin that have done it. There's been hundreds of other meme coins that have done it too. All right. Those are my three targets: 100 million, 10 cents, 1 billion, $1, $5.89, 5.7 billion. When do you think Solnic $5 89. That would be the end of the bull run. Yeah. I would love it too. I would love it too. All right. Let's look at, what are we looking at here? Cello. I like Cello's chart here. I don't know. Yeah, this is a good chart. Accumulation, signer strength, back test of the prior range. Everything under the sun will retrace. $5.10. And then price discovery is about $12. Word on NFT launch update for the Solnic. All of the you're naming dinosaur coins. All of the NFTs are officially done and they are checked, and we've applied for a few launch pads. So we're waiting for the launch pad to be finished. If it takes more than a couple of weeks, we're going to make our own website and launch it like that, and then we'll list it on some of the other exchanges such as Magic Eden and such, because they have no problem listing it. Sometimes it's a little weird to get a launch pad though. So we're just waiting on that. If we don't get it in a couple of weeks, we're going to make our own website and launch it like that. So that is the last phase though. Once that's done, like, it is like available for purchase. My dog. What's up, fam? MP, can we take a look at Flux? Yeah, Flux is one of my favorite low market caps. Schmedium market cap. Flux is a schmedium. Yeah, the same thing though. Like, same thing. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. Gorgeous. Chef's kiss. All right. Retracement, $2.59. Parabolic, $8. Maximum parabolic is about $14 to $20. Your targets for this is so low that this could easily 20, 50x. It's hard to sell. There's not, like, I'm not going to, like, BS you. You know what I mean? There's not a ton of chart data for me to, like, give you a TA chart target. I would like to see how high it's going to go this time to be able to give you, like, a real target for the next run. Bitcoin. All right, let's go over Bitcoin. Let's do my thorough analysis on Bitcoin again. We'll do that, like, maybe every 15. You know what I mean? All right, so bro be naming trash coins. I'm just reading y'all's coins. You launched Solnic. I did not launch Solnic. Solnic is a CTO or a community takeover. How many X's for Quant? About a 10 to 15x. About a 10 to 15x. I already looked at Biz. There's not a ton of data. I know it's Double Up and Lofty is a part of it, and I know that they're solid guys. So I'll say that, like, they're solid guys. They've helped out a lot with Solnic. All right, so here's my analysis on Bitcoin. This has been my theory for over a week now that this was accumulation. I made the video a week ago. The video is still available. It's called Bear Trap. If you don't know what a bear trap is, it essentially marks, it's a crossover. It's an Allen Iverson crossover when people think it's going to go lower, but it's actually the bottom. That's a bear trap. Okay, I made that video at 53,000. We have not went a second lower since I made the video. So a couple things are at play as to why I think that this is the bottom. Thing number one, this is textbook, actual factual textbook accumulation. Some people that are not experts in Wyckoff would say that this is distribution. Distribution's the top, accumulation's the bottom. Some people that are not experts would say that this is distribution, but let me show you why that's not true. All right, so when we look at textbook accumulation versus distribution, what you'll notice is your selling climax, your secondary test in phase B goes lower than your selling climax, and then your spring goes even lower than the secondary test. So if you were to draw a line it would look like a downtrend. Distribution, aka the top, is the opposite. Your buying climax, then your up thrust goes higher than the buying climax. The UTAD goes higher than the up thrust. So if you were to draw a line, it would look like an uptrend. This is why trend is like, it's your friend until it's not. It's not that accurate to me. It's okay, but it's not that accurate to me. Okay, so if you were to measure this from distribution, aka the top, this would have been your buying climax. This would have been your up thrust, but it went lower. This would have been your spring, but it went lower again. So that's not what that is. It's not distribution. But when we look at it at accumulation, this is your, I have the selling climax here, but this is really your selling. Let me make another one. Make it, I don't want to confuse people. This is your selling climax. This is your secondary test, and this is your spring. What you'll notice is a lower low, lower lows. That is how textbook Wyckoff accumulation, which is the bottom, is. The next phase is your sign of strength, which marks the end of this, and then your phase E, which is the actual bull run. All right. So I outlined this about a week ago. That's point number one, is why I thought the bottom was in. Point number two, the RSI, the relative strength, showing you how strong something is relatively, flashed into the red. Okay, we have only done this a few times. Specifically, we have done this 9 times. We have flashed into the red. I've circled them all 9 times over the last 5 years. 9 times. Every single time we flash red into the RSI, the relative strength index, it was a local bottom on the day, except for one time, which was right here, the war in Israel. It went 1% lower, but it was in the flavor of the bottom. It was right. This was the bottom instead of this. So it was a couple weeks off and 1% lower, but then it did reverse and go way higher. So every time it was at least within a couple of weeks of the bottom. 8 out of 9 times it was on the day. So that's point number 2 as to why I thought that the bottom was in over a week ago. Point number 3 is the fear and greed index. The old adage, when others are fearful, you should be greedy. When others are greedy, you should be fearful. Yesterday, we was in extreme fear. Not some fear, not a little fear, not a medium amount. Extreme fear. In fact, we haven't been this low on the fear side of things since FTX went to 0, which was also the best time you could have possibly have bought Bitcoin. That was your best ROI. All right? The old adage, when others are fearful, you should be greedy. When others are greedy, you should be fearful. Check it out. There's a chart that tells you how others feel. Yesterday, we were in extreme fear. Not a little, not a some, not a lot. Extreme. That's point number 3 as to why I thought that the bottom was in. And then obviously, all of the events that took place yesterday, certainly, in my opinion, solidified and confirmed all of my theories. So there you go. That is the update on Bitcoin. Is Solink the one with 1.7? Yes. It's about 1.7 million. What's the name of the level indicator? What level are you talking about? Will you like clarify your question, Christos? The level indicator. What are you talking about? Thoughts on Hawk Tua? I think that meme's probably about done. The fib. Do all legitimate projects retrace? Yes. Should be buying more Solnik now? Yes. Not financial advice. Solnik is my number 1 potential 1000x meme coin. my favorite, most upside potential with the least amount of downside risk at this market cap. Why I can't talk in the Telegram? I don't know. He says the fib. Bro, you stopped reading my question. Why? What do you think about MPCS on Sol? I don't think about it. Do I need to verify? Yeah, you should have to verify that you're a human. Gold, sell, or buy. I accumulate gold. I accumulate silver. I'll show you guys. I got a little bit right here. I have some more. Oh, yeah, I got some over here, too. I just keep some around. I like silver. A little wet. I like silver. I like gold. I accumulate silver. I accumulate gold. Okay. Now, my thoughts on gold and silver. You're not going to get rich buying gold. You're not even really going to get rich buying silver. But what gold and silver are very good for are wealth preservation. Meaning you're not going to gain a whole lot of income, but you will preserve your wealth from inflation, right? So 2,000 years ago, 1 ounce of gold equaled a fine man's suit, aka one man that was like kind of fancy could buy a nice suit with 1 ounce of gold. Today, one guy that's kind of fancy could buy a nice suit with 1 ounce of gold. 2,000 years from now, 1 ounce of gold will probably equal one kind of fancy guy's suit. So you're not going to make money, but you're not going to lose money either. You're going to preserve your wealth. And to me, that is a valuable thing. That's not invaluable. That is a valuable thing to preserve, to be able to preserve wealth. What do you think about our accumulation zone after the next leg up for Solnic? As in where we're going to come back to? ICP price prediction 100. Do you think Donald will still be in Nashville next month? Yes, I do. According to... Who said it? According to the Watcher Guru, which is usually pretty reliable for news, I guess. The Orange Man will still attend and speak at Bitcoin conference later this month following yesterday's event. Every time I say certain things, I'm noticing that TikTok is like flagging my live stream, so that's why I'm talking like that. Bitcoin is digital gold. The next, okay, so I think we're probably going to get caught around 4 million, 5 million. Depending on how high we go. I need to see what the top is, but I would say somewhere between 7 and 4 million. 7 and 4 million. Make sure I didn't miss somebody on Twitch. Solnic. Yeah, Solnic is looking good. Like, we've officially hard reversed. We're officially now making higher highs and higher lows. And I think we're going to go on this leg right here to about $25 million market cap. But over the course of the bull run, I think that we'll go to $100 million market cap, aka about one Solnic will equal about 10 cents. My medium case is 1 billion and my bull case is $5.89. Nina says hi, what's up? ICP price prediction about 100 to 140. Which DEX can I buy Solnic? JUP.AG as well as Radium. Those are two decentralized exchanges. Michael Saylor would also be a good headliner. Kennedy, Kathy Wood, bullish. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. Alex will be there, so maybe I'll run into Alex while he's there. World War Bitcoin, he'll be there. I'll be there. I'm going to be interviewing some people. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see who all shows up there. XRP price prediction $5 to $14. If I have fetch on Coinbase now, how can I get ASI? I don't think that they're listing. The way that I understand, they're not listing. They're not listing fetch on Coinbase. They're delisting it. So I don't think you're going to be able to buy it on there. You're going to have to buy it on a different exchange. MVP will be there in full force. MAGA went crazy yesterday. Yeah, MAGA was up like, what percentage was MAGA up yesterday? Like right as the events were happening, it was just ripping. Look at that. This is accumulation. That's the end of accumulation. That's what that is. That's what that is. Over the last couple of weeks, it's up 121%. Ardrum Finance price prediction. I don't like the chart on Ardrum. I'm not gonna like. Did you give a price prediction for Audius? Thanks. No, I didn't, but I'll look at it. Will quant price target be during the next bear market? I want to be able to DCA that time. Let's look at quant. So he's asking, what do I think the next bear market price will be? I mean, most often you go to the prior high, so that would be like somewhere between $300 and $400. Is it an opportunity to use Ledger or similar hardware wallet? Oh shit. It's the fly episode. There's been a fly in here. I feel like Breaking Bad. There's been one fly in here every day, and he's about to drive me insane. Or she. I don't know what the gender of this fly is. I haven't figured it out quite yet. Is it important to use Ledger or similar hardware wallets with my crypto? It is extremely important to have custody of your own crypto. Okay, meaning using a hardware wallet such as Ledger or a software wallet such as MetaMask, Phantom, Exodus. Every single bear market, the lesson is always not your keys, not your crypto. Meaning, every single time during the bear market, the reason why it's a bear market is because some exchange went to zero and everyone lost their crypto. You can avoid this just by buying the crypto from an exchange and then sending it to a wallet. You can be unaffected. And that's what I recommend that you do, is you learn about custody and you be responsible with your own crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. Can I DM you on X? You can. What do you mean the bull run started? I forgot about the fly scene. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm just like going out on a hunt like Jesse. We have got to get them. Like that's how I feel. It's like, bro, like we got to get this guy out of here. His name right now is Fred, and Fred has got to go. He's not paying rent, so it's time to go. How does it work if the wallet doesn't support a coin? There's many ways around that. Just find a wallet that does. You don't need to just be locked into one coin, right? So just find a wallet that supports it. And if you can't find one, use a paper wallet. Maybe I'll make a video on paper wallet. I need Sonic to hit 100 million. Render price prediction. Render's in distribution in my opinion. How come a lot of fake crypto influencers keep saying the bull run is over? Because they're moved by emotions rather than data. I'm moved by data. I lean into or I resist heavily the emotions because that's how the apex predators operate. The apex predators operate off of your fear and they operate off of your emotions. Every single bottom, every single local bottom is always maximum fear. It will never feel good to buy the bottom. And every single top is always maximum euphoria. You will always think you're an idiot for selling. That's how it will always be. Forever. The end. Gib, thanks for the tiny fam.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Says, I'm buying more Solnic now. Let's go. Solnic buys coming in. I never have cash at the absolute bottom. SMH. DCA, Kenny. DCA. DCAing is so powerful. It just means to dollar cost average, meaning you buy a little bit each and every week regardless of the price. Had you have done that with Bitcoin at the absolute top, at the worst time, you would still today, right now, be up 60% if you started DCAing $100 a week every single week at the worst possible time. If you get 60% in the stock market over 4 years, you're crushing. You're crushing the game. Solnic is nearly 1.8 million. Is it? Clean reversal. I'm creating a meme coin called Fly on the Wall. Solnic's the best you're going to get. Hit me with the contract address. For what? For Solnic? Giveaway today? Are you psychic? I'm not psychic, but I know. Okay, so Wyckoff accumulation. When you really get down to brass tacks on what Wyckoff accumulation is, it measures the human psychology of investing and it charts it out for you. That's what accumulation is. The spring and the selling climax are always the scariest. So I can recognize it and feel it. And when I see a sudden crash that went lower than the climax, that's how I knew it was the spring. Because I've been in this game long enough to know what selling climaxes feel like. I know what they feel like. That is the XTZ9 is the contract address. XLM price prediction about $1. Where can I look at the Solnic chart? On Dex Tools. Yeah, it was on TradingView. Let's see if it's on TradingView again. I don't know. No. It's on Dex Tools though. Which is a really good, this is a really good resource for you guys. It's called dextools.io. DEXTOOLS.io. This is a very powerful tool that's free for you to use. It will show you the chart of a coin. You have lots of TA indicators that you can use for free. It will tell you the market cap. It will tell you the liquidity. So if it doesn't have any liquidity, that means you can't sell or buy. It will tell you how much of the supply is circulating, how many people hold it. It will tell you even the volatility. You can check on the audit. The audit will tell you, like, is this thing good? Is it legit? And as you can see for Solnic, the audit is squeaky clean. What's the name? The name of the coin or the name of the tool? You guys see this fly flying around? He's driving me nuts. Dex Tools. DEXTOOLS. I recommend just being curious about a coin. Just type in any coin and be curious about it. Look at it. What do you think about XRP? XRP is a solid play, $5 to $14. Let the chickens in and catch it. Yeah. Yeah, great idea. Can we look at scale? I like Scale's chart. This looks good. Bro, get out of here. Oh my lord. I like this chart. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test. Retracement is about 25 cents. Parabolic, 96 cents. Ski, every time I feel squeamish, you make me feel bullish again. Use the Looney Tunes method and just start shotgun blasting. Yeah. You skipped my question. What was your question? Start burns August 1st. Can you check ADA? ADA, I like their chart. Same chart. $6 to $8 is my price target. WTB says, Ski, what's up, fam? What is up, fam? All right, guys. That's going to be it for this time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I will be live Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, off Saturday. Every day at 8 p.m. Central Time. And then we'll do about the same time next Sunday as well. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I will never message you first. Okay? Peace, love, prosperity. Tomorrow we're going to do giveaways. So make sure you guys come into the live, spam the like button, and we'll do some giveaways. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
Hit you,
hustling,
boy.
hustling, hustling.